What up, YouTube family? Hold on, I'm finna go live on Facebook. We gonna be with y'all. How y'all doing, man?
Hey y'all.
Tap in, man. We going live on Facebook too. What's up,
What up,
Facebook
Facebook?
family? It's
What
been
up,
a
YouTube?
while. So we got YouTube going over here. YouTube, we got Facebook going over here. So we don't want to think y'all we knowing y'all, but we got two. We going live. We back, man. But look,
It's been a minute.
been a minute. Y'all see us say, why choose Legal Shield? And before we start, look, we just gonna be transparent. We're not gonna get into the history of Legal Shield. We know it been around since 1972. That's 54 years and counting. We know it didn't help 4.7 million people out in North America, Canada, and United States. We're not gonna get into that. We gonna be transparent and share our experience with Legal Shield, what the company mean to us, how we love this company, how the convention opened our eyes up to the love of this company. But before we get into it, my name is DeMarcus Brewster. I'm a independent legal shield associate. This is my wife, Erica.
Hello, y'all. I'm Erica Brewster, and of course, we're entrepreneurs. And we're not going to make this live that long, but we are going to drop them gems on Legal Shield and just be transparent and be open and honest. How long we've been doing it and so forth. So,
And this is not like here we're trying to recruit you or anything. We just let you know our experience, our year. But before we get into that, I just want to say shout out to the team, man. Amanda, Chase, shout out to them, man. My sponsor, shout out to Rob McKinsley, Charlene McKinsley, shout out to Brad, Morbid, man, Robert, shout out to Sid and Melanie, man. Shout out to the squad, man. Hold on, shout out to my bro, big bro Mike, man, came aboard. Appreciate that, bro, man. Shout out to Michelle Vega and Kelly, man. Shout out to bro over there in Canada, man. Shout out to the squad, man. Like Legal Shield, we're like a family. We are a family. We are all over. Like Legal Shield is in 50 states, 5 parts privates in Canada. Like we finna launch July the 1st, Puerto Rico. Like
we are mission driven.
mission driven.
And Legal Shield is also personal development company. So family, we should say. So not only are you growing with the company, you're also personally growing with your family, with your household. It teaches you, oh wow, like we a whole different people. We're all different. We're very much different this past year, and in a good way.
And basically, make a long story short, my wife saying Legal Shield is basically a personal development company wrapping a legal plan. Where we help people create financial freedom. And how do we do that? We help like family individuals, of course, business owners. We help them get affordable legal protection. Y'all know the history. We're not getting into the history, but I'm gonna be transparent. I've been with Legal Shield for a whole year. I heard a whole year. I was introduced to it 3 times though. I didn't know nothing about it. This company. I've been hearing about this company. I didn't know nothing about it. Shout out to Harlem Stone Cypher. I didn't know nothing about this company, but I was introduced 3 times to this company. You know they always say third time's the charm. I was introduced to it 3 times. 3 times. First time, sent video. I'm like hands on. Second time, same thing, video. Watch this. Third time, I say third time's the charm. It don't matter how I met Amanda, but I got connected to Amanda. She did a full presentation. Shout out to Amanda Boyd. She's in Canada. That's why I say we everywhere. She in Canada. She did the full presentation. We joined. I loved it. I was like, oh, I see the concept. See, when I joined, I didn't just see the acorn, y'all. I didn't just see the acorn. I seen the tree. I seen the forest. I seen the log. I seen the cabin. I seen everything. I'm seeing her in the success stories. I'm hearing how this company been around. And like I love about this, the personal development. But this is not a startup company, y'all. This is not a startup. Okay, I say, and I'm thinking like I said, it's not a startup. I mean, it's backed by a solid system, years, facts. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna give it a go. I ain't understanding, but I love the personal development. I love staying close to the fire. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I built the team. Be transparent. I built the team, and what can I say? They fell off, like most. And I'm gonna be so transparent.
Yeah.
And I don't care who I offend. I'm gonna be so transparent. A lot of people fall off, and I'm gonna look here too, so y'all can see. A lot of people fall off because I'm looking more at Facebook. A lot of people fall off just because they don't want to do the personal development. When you do the personal development and work on yourself, become better you, instead of chasing and working on you, you attract everything Legalshield has for you. Anything you want to throw in, baby?
Mm-hmm. So, like we said, we started a year ago, and of course, we do other things besides Legalshield. So, I'm being transparent. I wasn't really focusing on Legalshield the first year, and here and there, and part time, little time. But after this last weekend, we went to New Orleans to a Legalshield convention. And let me tell you, I got goosebumps. I mean, I'm hearing the information. I'm right here with DeMarcus and I the first year. But like I said, I wasn't focused. So after going to New Orleans, man, just opened my eyes. There were people there that were giving me chills with their testimonies. And I was tearing up. And it was just exciting to be in front of people that not only look like us but don't look like us. You know what I'm saying? Like we all in the same room. There's actors and ex-football players and basketball players and all types of people in Legalshield, and we're right here. We're close to the fire.
And
So that opened my eyes, and now that me and DeMarcus is really like teaming this thing together, it just feels great. I feel motivated. We can barely watch a movie because we want to read. We want to get out there and do our Legalshield business. So it's fun.
no, she's been so transparent. Like, and I love to be so transparent. I've been doing this for a year, right? We've been doing this for a year, but she sat in the background. Yeah. She sat in the background the whole time. And check this out. Like, here's how we're gonna be transparent. Most people would have just fell off because they feel like their spouse not participating or they not gonna help. And you know what? I'm being transparent. I'm gonna be so transparent. It's been times that I approached her like, if you help me do this, we'll get there quicker. She was like, nah, I got this going on. I do this. That's you. That's typical. Most people would have just gave up. But like I said, I stayed close to the fire. I stayed on the calls. I stayed tapping in with Amanda. But that whole year, team falling off, roller coaster, through it all, I stayed in there because I seen the vision. And then like when my wife came aboard, like she said, fast forward a year, like she came aboard the convention. Like the convention did something to me. I'm gonna be real. The convention did something to me. Like I went to the super regional. Hold on. I went to the super regional in Houston. Now I'm just talking, and it did something to me too. But like going to the convention, me and wife going to the convention, it like they say, big decisions are made at big events. It go from your head to your heart, and when it did that, it opened so much up in us, and we just came back full force. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, like Houston was small. It's we went last year. We went to Houston last year for a regional. So it was small. So you're like, okay. But then they had the convention this year, and it was like huge. It was a lot of people there, and it just opened your eyes to let you see like there's something bigger out there. There's something more than the eye can see. So the mission is to catch the vision, but when I caught it, I was like, we came back and like got 2 new associates
and like and I think that's Team New Vision. Shout out to Darnell Self. They say catch the what vision, like she caught the vision. When my wife, hold on, shout out to JR Sparrow Alonzo. Thanks for y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate that. We've just been transparent about our Legalshield journey, man, and how we like to help people create financial freedom without interrupting their routine. But back to what we were saying, she caught the vision. I've been caught the vision, but I was like, she caught the vision, and it make it better. Like, so we came back, like I said, we signed up, like we just did the activity, and
we're doing the activity. It's a day-to-day.
And you're not even, as long as you work on yourself, we are in attractive marketing. We track things. So I believe in a lot of tracks. So that's why I believe in personal development. That's why I love getting on the book club called Monday through Friday. Shout out to Rob McKinsley, one of the goats of Legalshield, who brought Legalshield over to Canada. A GOAT, ex-police officer. Look it up, facts. Got a book club, like, and it's the book we read. It's personal development. Jack Canfield. Man, and that's why I stick around Legalshield, because like I'm knowing, like going through school, I'm already was a nerd. Alonzo know me. We hung out together. He know I was a nerd. I was already a bookworm. And when I find something I like, I'm gonna go all in. When I seen the concept behind Legalshield, I'm gonna be transparent. I did jail time. I didn't know shit about a lawyer. I had a public defender, and we all know a public defender is for the system.
Yeah.
And we all know the wealthy only can have lawyers. That's when Legalshield came in 54 years ago and make it affordable for everybody.
Well, that's
go ahead, baby.
That's not true. They want you to believe that attorneys and law is for the wealthy and but it's not. It's not. But Legalshield has found the way, and yes, we do use it. We do use it.
Oh yeah, I love using it.
A couple years before I met my husband, I used it. I got it. I got recommended by someone else to use it. They were awesome. They did what they had to do. I didn't feel like I needed it. Of course, I dropped it. But later on, met my husband. We got introduced 3 times, and third time's a charm. So, I had already used it, so I had to use it again. So yeah, we definitely use our membership. We love it. I mean, I don't think we'll ever go without it.
I'm not ever going without it. And here's the beauty of it. Like, what got my attention is everybody, like, look it up. A will costs, and I did my research. Will start every bit of $300 and go out to thousands of dollars. But when I seen the concept that getting a will done is included in the membership, and I'm gonna be transparent. Everybody think a will just for a married couple. If you're a single father, you want to leave your assets to your kids. You're a single mother who got a business, who do hair and nails, who want to leave it to. It's good to have a will. That's your last love letter that you want to leave to your kids. You want to be the one to make your decisions and not let someone else make a decision. So that really sold me to Legalshield, just because I can get that included. But I can just say another, be transparent, Legalshield, I use my lawyer without using my lawyer. True story. Me and my wife had insurance through, I'm not going to say the name, but we had insurance. And the person, not going to say his name, even though I know the name, the company, all that. Facts. I don't forget shit. Giving my wife the runaround. Oh, secretary. Oh, he's not in right now. I'm saying, okay. My wife called back. Oh, he's not in. I said, okay, he not in. I said, okay, babe, how ain't gonna let me call? I said, look, since y'all want to give my wife a runaround, y'all trying to charge us for something we already paid for, I'm just finna call my lawyer. I just said, I'm finna call my lawyer and hung up the phone.
He called right back.
Called right back like, Mr. Brewster, what is the problem? I was like, I thought you was not just in the office. Yeah, your secretary, they say you ain't, but I said, you know what? It's all good. We just gonna cancel this policy. We're gonna go with somebody else. And I share that story to say this. I feel empowered to know that I have lawyers in 50 states and 5 parts of Canada. And me and my wife for the start traveling. So when it launched July the 1st in Puerto Rico, we're going to have a law firm over there. We're not trying to come out and try to recruit or sell y'all now. We're just trying to share what how Legalshield has helped us, like prepare a will. It has helped us with the smallest things. Like, and people don't know, like, most law firms will not take a case if it's small. Like, say, like, you buy a defective product. You buy a defective product for Amazon, it don't work. Or from Temu, they won't take it back. Everybody look, that's not a big deal. But that's money you spent. That's money you could have been putting in stocks. That's money you could have been putting in IRA or however you. That's money you could have been investing in Legalshield or investing in a book or something. Well, whatever you do, we help with the smallest thing. Legalshield care. That's why we've been in Forbes for 4 years and counting. We care about the smallest thing. Your landlord don't want. We care about that. Your neighbor knocking on your door on bullshit. We care about that.
Tickets get pulled over.
Tickets, crazy baby mama, crazy ex try to come at you with a knife, whatever, knocking. We all that 24/7 access. Go ahead, baby.
When we were in the mall, the gentleman we were talking to, he goes, "Is that the thing that the dude was in his car and the cop pulled him over, and he just called his lawyer like off the app, and he was talking to the cop. His lawyer was talking to the cop through the phone, through the app." And we were like, yeah, that's it. I guess, Legalshield used to be prepaid legal. So a lot of people still remember it by that. But yeah, so, I mean, I find out people got Legalshield. I cut hair. People use it every day, all day, every day.
Good to have it. And truth be told, I know, man, Alonzo spoke. We talked. He used the membership. Why he used it. I just want to know if my boy ready to come aboard as a recruit and go, let's lead this legacy for our kids, man. Because another thing that got my attention at Legalshield, and I'm like to be transparent. This is another thing that got my big bro attention. Number one, this my big bro. He give me consent to serve this shit. He is going through a divorce, but he's happily in a relationship, but he's going through it. And Legalshield for to help him save money in his pocket and take care of that. And another thing he got, I have a nephew. Shout out to my big bro, Mike Brewster. I have a nephew. He know with Legalshield, because he's already an associate. Let me look over here at YouTube. He can pass this business over to my nephew, his son. And when my son, when his nephews, they can pass the business also. So this business is willable, guaranteed. So it's a lot of reasons. I'm not gonna get into history, but we titled this "Why Choose Legalshield?" because it's so, don't even hear our stories. Like, we got stories within our year. We just know what this company is doing for us and our family. Go ahead.
With Legalshield, what you do, because a lot of people are like, okay, where you start with it. First, it's the franchise that you're buying in. So DeMarcus and I own our own business within Legalshield. So Legalshield, we bought into Legalshield. So we franchise into Legalshield. So we're franchised in, and we do the work, the activity We get our team together. We develop our team. We get our memberships. We keep that going. We keep that momentum, and that's how we build a legacy for our family. Legal Shield does pay 5 different ways. Like my husband said, we're not going to get into the basic part of the money of how they pay us and how it works, because it's not a quick, fast money. It's not quick at all. It's not, because you're gonna have ups and downs, and you're gonna have a lot of ups, and you have a few downs. But it's network marketing. So you got what you put in is what you get out. So with Legal Shield, it's a brand that, like we said, we buy into it. It's worth it. I'm telling y'all.
I'm gonna break it down because I know what my wife get to. I'm gonna break it down. I got you, baby. I got you. Let me take over. Like, you gotta invest in the franchise, right? So if you try to get into like McDonald's, our favorite joint in San Antonio, Texas, Burgers, a franchise just to get in is high. Like, you want to get a McDonald's, you paying stuff annually, monthly, then you got a means and this, and people complain or make a pity about a $99 investment fee, and you get a whole franchise, and they create your website. They doing all that for you. Legalshield basically doing everything for you.
Because right now, to be honest with you, babe, I know a company. Of course, we don't say names. I know a company where there's a franchisee who can't pay the rent, so that particular store is closed. Because it's so much money you have to keep putting into a big lump sum, and you got to keep that going with that amount of money plus more. But with Legal Shield, it's a different concept. So once you come in and you learn, like it took me a whole year to really actually know what Legal Shield is all about and see and got that knowledge. And I thank my husband because he helped a lot.
And I like to say this: the number one income earner, Legal Shield, Brian Perez, like, he saved so much about why people don't want to choose Legal Shield. Like I said, we don't get into history why they don't want to choose it. That's because they don't know nothing about it. He always says a lot of naysayers out there that try to snatch you away from opportunity that they never dove in themselves. Never tried it. Never heard of it. But I always got something, man, like...
Yeah, because you gotta be ready to grow, because if you're not ready for change, then you're not going to be able to accept change. You're not going to be able to develop, because it's going to change you. It's going to change you. It's going to pressure. It's going to put a lot of pressure on you.
And look, we are kings and queens on her, and we all know pressure creates diamonds. Pressure, sometimes when you bust pressure, the stuff that come out of you is meant to get up out of you, because you're a diamond, you're a gem. But like I said, Legal Shield is a personal development company wrapping, let's just say, financial freedom. Y'all might want financial freedom. I love the concept that I don't gotta interrupt what I'm doing. I can drop my son off at school. I can go on about my day, be in the grocery store, shopping, getting my snacks, whatever. And I can just hear somebody talking and just come right up to them like, oh, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, why most people avoid the smallest legal problems, just because the fear of how much it costs, or the hourly charge, or when I seen this concept that I have access to my law firm 24/7, unlimited consultation, can update my will annually, can talk to them anytime without getting charged out. I can pick up the phone. I can call my law firm 10 times that if I want to, and I'm not finna get charged anything extra. So that's the fear of why people don't get a law firm. But Legal Shield was birthed in 1972 to help people like me, my wife, you, Jay, or Alonzo, because you use it. To people like us, equal access to the justice system.
Especially if you're, the immigration stuff that's going on, and you want to make sure you have all your documentations in line, and take care of what you need to, so your family will be okay. Just take care of what you need to in life. Life too short to just be like, oh, I don't want to deal with it. Like, when are you going to ever deal with it? And what I will also say about with Legal Shield is it shows you the people that are ready to do it, because it forces you to become a better you. You don't ever want to change yourself. You can't change yourself. You're born. You've been this person your whole life, but you want to personally develop yourself into someone new, someone better than you were yesterday yourself.
You can't. Basically, my wife said, I'm turning to make up. You can't expect change and you don't change. Basically, what she's saying. How you gonna say you won't change but you're not changing? We ain't talking about change the environment. That's good, but we talking about changing the inside, and that's what Legal Shield will do to you. It'll change you on the inside. Because I respect Legal Shield. I see why they do it. That's why they give you all the free training. Then they have super surgeries. Like, a lot of the greats told me in Legal Shield, the only way you'll fail in Legal Shield if you give up and don't do nothing. But if you hang around Legal Shield, you is guaranteed success. In my year in, this year now, the things I done learned after come from convention, me and my wife talk, the talk I done had with my big bro, new recruit, like when Big Bro was in, and I'm being so transparent, Big Bro was when he was incarcerated. I told Big Bro, I was like, look, the opportunity gonna come, bro. I told this boy that's the opportunity gonna come. And I'm looking at YouTube too. I said, bro, that opportunity gonna come. The opportunity gonna come, bro. Where I'm gonna be in a position, and when you get off, I'm gonna make sure you good. This is my big bro. My big bro. I told Mike that, like, you think if I get out and I'm in a position, and I can be transparent because everything I say be facts. You think I'm gonna be in a position, and you started bottom as a general? My bro, he liked to work, he liked to hustle. But I said, bro, if I'm straight, you gonna be straight. Big bro Cena got on a call with my team. Like, my team is in Canada. Shout out to my Canadian team. I'm half Canadian, y'all. Went over there, seen Mike, seen the vision. Because he see how it can help him. It can help him become a better him. This company is not just about you do the activity. They gonna confiscate for your time, but the personal development. Go ahead, baby.
But also, too, in the back of your mind, always think about that bamboo story. They tell us, they reminded us in New Orleans when we were there this past weekend, or 2 weeks, or whatever. You always have to think of the planting the seed, but it's not going to grow in a couple of days. That bamboo shot up in 5 years? It was 5 years. It took 5 years for that bamboo to grow. So you gotta be patient, because that people. I heard you can get $50,000 ring. I heard you can get $100,000 ring with Legal Shield. Yes, but you're not gonna get that the first day you start, or the second day, or even the first year, or the second. your time,
some people can.
Yeah, some people
we
do.
Not knocking on. It's people in the company that's doing their thing. Like, let's be transparent. You can't. But you know what the key is? They stay close to the fire and they work on themselves daily. Mm-hmm. They stay close to the fire and they work on themselves daily, and they stuck around.
And once they got that team that can't, because once you get that team.
So I'm telling you, build a team. So I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of reasons why choose Legalshield. I can get you all right, baby. Get something to drink. You get that. Can you hear me? That I want some of that. Peach sparkling water. But yeah, thank you, man. But it's a lot of reasons why I say choose Legalshield, why we chose Legalshield, and why I'm hoping y'all viewing choose Legalshield. Because I learned everybody is going through something small, and Legalshield care about that, but they don't want to admit it because it's high, and these lawyers is high, and they charging by the hour and then retain the fee, and they not even doing shit for y'all. Let's just be real. Mm-hmm. Let's be real.
People say it all the time.
Let's be real. Y'all want to be real. Let's be real. So Legalshield care about y'all. We went to the convention. We knew Legalshield cared about us. They rock with us. If you rock with them, they rock with you. I'm just being real. Go ahead.
As an associate with Legalshield, they want to pay us to do the work for them. So they don't need
no advertisement.
Right. Or they
got you.
Yeah. But also want to say I recommend for everybody out there, I'm sorry, my throat's been the weather. I'm healing.
She's just saying we in San Antonio, Texas. We got some bipolar weather. It might be hot one day, cold, rain. So we don't know if you got to go outside with a raincoat on, swimming trunks on, some rain boots, some winter coat. Go ahead, baby.
Or some shorts. What I wanted to recommend in life, period, not just Legalshield, but personal development is a lifestyle. My husband and I, we read, we work out, our family, we go to the gym, we try to watch what we eat healthy. We are a meatless family. Our son does eat chicken time to time, but for the most part, we eat fish, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. And we read a lot, and lately we haven't really been on TV, our little movies and Netflix and stuff and stars, but we just been reading and working out and going out there and do our stuff with Legalshield. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to recommend a book. Like my husband shared his book earlier. This is the one I'm reading right now. It's called The Secret. And I know a lot of you have read it before or heard it, but if you haven't, I would say get it and read it. Very awesome book. So get you something to read. Get you a couple books and go to the gym and just starting to think a little differently.
And that book was recommended to me, and I recommended to my wife. Pay it forward. That's why I say I love Legalshield, because the book club I'm a part of. When I read that book and figured out what the secret was, I started looking at everything different. And it's all because of this wonderful, amazing company and the people I connected with. Mm-hmm. But I look at everything different, because whatever you put out there, you're going to attract it back to you. Whether it's good or bad. Even if you're in a situation you think bad, find the positive, in that situation. Because it's a reason. And I've been a nerd. But joining Legalshield, like I said, I chose Legalshield for many reasons. The funds gonna come, and I'm gonna be so transparent. I didn't join for the money.
I like helping people.
I joined because I love helping people, and I love the personal development. I love how I'm becoming a better person, because I know I have a book club called To Look Forward to Wake Up To at 8. I be up at 7 to drop my son off at 8:02 book club. One of these around these amazing people. We encouraging each other. Then shout out to Elizabeth Garner, because on Monday she have a money leadership. So if you're on that call, you're a leader. So when I'm building a team at Legalshield, that means equipping myself for a whole year because I'm a leader. It's just it ain't once you develop yourself to become a better you, the funds will come. Everything will happen at the perfect time.
Readers are leaders.
Readers are leaders, like you said. And I'm gonna say that Jerome's, the Brewster said it, Darnell Self said it, Brad them said it, Rob them said it, Amanda them said it, then everybody in Legalshield said it. 20 years ago was the best time to plant a tree. The best time to plant a tree today. Now it's today. Anything else you want to share?
No, I think that's it, y'all.
That's it. So I ended it like that to say this. Legalshield is an amazing opportunity. To all the YouTube, you can see the website down there. But YouTube, I said YouTube. Legalshield is an amazing opportunity. Like I said, we're not trying to sell y'all that. That's why we ain't going to the history. We just shared our story, how it's helping us. If any of y'all are open to this view that jumped on YouTube for a little bit, that jumped on Facebook, that's open to getting on the call with my team. We host calls Monday, every day but Friday. Because like Brad say, like one of my mentors say, it's date night. Every day is date night for us, though. But I respect him saying that. Look, shout out to Big Bro. You jumping on at the end, boy. I gave you all recognition, Big Bro. But now, look, we not here trying to recruit y'all. We just want y'all to check out some information. Y'all make y'all decision. Legalshield made so much sense to me and my wife. So much sense. So if y'all are open.
Oh, baby.
What?
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
To getting on the call and just looking at the information. My business cards all over Facebook. You see the number on there. Me and my wife, the number on there. I love you too, Big Bro. And she tired, bro. That's why I'm for the gone in it. We've been on almost like an hour. Shout out to my big bro, Mike, man. Newest member of Legalshield, man. Newest recruit associate, man. But now, hear me out. Just get on the call, man. Check it out. Look at the information. Make your decision from there. Like I said, I was transparent in the beginning. It took me 3 times. That third time to charm, because a lot of people had that FOMO, fear of missing out. But I don't fear missing out because I'm already on the train that's been around since 1972. So if y'all want to just get on the call, man, learn more about it, text my phone, call it. Want to create some financial freedom? My number 726-500-3634. But text learn more so I can know what you texting me for. Straight up.
No, they be spam calls.
Come on, man. We just being real, man. Like, and we want to just help people leave a 9 to 5.
There you go.
Leave that 9 to 5, man. We want to help people create financial freedom, so they ain't gotta trade their time for money. You want to know more about the 3 different types of income: linear, residual, and leverage income? Get on the call. It's 3 different types of income, and a majority of y'all only know about
one
linear income, and that's trading your time for money. Think about it. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. With Legalshield, get you a team. You've been around for a long time. I'm going back and forth because I'm on Facebook and on YouTube. You've been around for a long time. You got residual income coming in. A lot of people run through a brick wall to get this residual income. Talk about run through that bitch fast. Like, Marshall Falk run through a brick wall for residual income.
Marshall what?
Marshall Faulk, he's an ex-football running back for the St. Louis Rams when they was St. Louis Rams. Marshall Faulk, he's a look it up football player. People would run like Marshall Faulk through a wall to get residual income. What company pays that? Who does that? I'm saying it's a win-win.
They didn't answer because they don't have an answer.
So if y'all want to learn more, like I said, come holler at us. On the build team, leverage income. Want to pass this on to your kids? Guarantee money. Want to become a better you? Get on the call. Send me an inbox. Send me a text. But thank y'all for tuning in. We had a couple of viewers in on YouTube. They jumped in for a little bit. Appreciate it, man. And like Big Bro said, wifey is tired. I ain't gonna even lie. I love Legalshield. I'm finna get off this live, do some training, get my mind right, and share the love of Legalshield. She finna go to sleep. But look, y'all, we out, man. Peace, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all want to learn more? Holler at us. Until next time.
See y'all later.
She over here sleep.
Oh yeah, YouTube still.
Yeah, we still go. She tired. She said, "Look, we still going live."